What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back for another video. But before I start today's video, if you guys would be so kind, go by the Big Gamers Small Talk. Check out some of our merchandise. If you want to see, if you want to cop crap game and piss on the PS4, Showstopper choking the pony. We all have our individual designs. If you want to check out the Mooch, probably one of the favorite personalities on the Big Gamer Small Talk. He has his own designs. Like I said, click the link down below. You can swing by, show us some love. But anyway, on to today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Bad news for Microsoft. Good news for the Xbox division. It said the Xbox division shines despite Microsoft losing $2.1 billion loss. Microsoft released its earnings report for the fourth quarter of the fiscal year. The company saw an operating loss of $2.1 billion. USD for the period, but its Xbox and Surface division saw growth during the quarter. According to Microsoft, total Xbox revenue grew by 27%. It's credited this growth to strong console sales, as well as Xbox Live transactions and sales of first-party games. Microsoft was able to ship 1.4 million units. And again, it's considered so because Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo sells the consoles to retail. Retail turns around the sales with the consumer. That's how that works. So during the fourth quarter, Microsoft was able to sell 1.4 million units. And up from last year. Last year was 1.1 million. So overall it's up, like I said, 27%. They made some money. They made a profit. Another bright spot for the company was the Surface line, which sold 117% growth over the same period the year prior. But let's get back to talking about our approach to investing in an area where we have different opportunities paying off, said Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, referring to not only Xbox but Surface. Talking about, but Microsoft is going to sell the Xbox division. You know what I mean? I just want to say this. If you didn't know, that, and for whatever reason you guys still think Microsoft is at 12 million units, or they haven't actually released any combined numbers in a while, but and you say, well, Microsoft, why are they combining the Xbox 360 numbers with the Xbox One? First of all, you'd be a fool if you think the bulk of those 1.4 million units were Xbox 360s. Like, come on, let's be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. And the reason why this is not for the consumer, these numbers are for the investors. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's why that 1.4 million, they letting their investors know that they were able to sell 1.4 million consoles for the quarter. The reason why Microsoft didn't do it last generation when they were winning, they didn't have any hardware to combine it with. As soon as the Xbox 360 came out, they ceased production on the Xbox, the OG Xbox. So all you had was the Xbox 360 numbers. But again, that 22 million or whatever the case is, so that is shipped to retail. Sony sells them to retail. No, that's sold to customers. You don't know what's sold to customers until the NPD comes out every month. That's when then NPD they use their what they do. They go around to Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Sam's Clubs, and get their add up the total sales where you get the NPDs a month. That's what's sold to consumers. Okay? But whatever, that's Microsoft they only got 14 million shipped. That's not sold to customers. So you think there are 14 million Xbox Ones just sitting? Like, stop it, man. If that's the case, that 1.4 wouldn't have been so high. Like, whatever, y'all need to stop. You can cut the shit. Like, seriously. Like, really. Like, you know what I mean? The Xbox brand is doing fine. It's not going any. Last month alone, the Xbox was able to sell 300,000 goddamn consoles with no exclusives. You know what I mean? Good as shit. Without no fancy Batman bundles. You know what I mean? Sony sold, they sold 120,000 of those Batman, official Batman Dark Arkham Knight consoles. Like I said, that's what gave them the win. Microsoft sold 300,000 Xbox One. Sony sold 367,000 PS4s. Dope shit. Congrats to both companies. Like I said, competition is good. But like I said, I don't know why you weirdos out there want the Xbox to be all doom. First of all, look at last generation. There's more than enough room for Microsoft and Sony. Shit, even Nintendo, if they get their shit together. The Wii sold over 120 million. The Xbox 360 over 90 million. The PS3 87, 80. There were no losers last generation. You know what I mean? And both the Xbox One and the PS4 are far outpacing their predecessors. Like, this generation is doing fine. They're making more money, more console sales, and like I said, this is more money within the industry that we love. You know what I mean? They're gonna see more games, more exclusives. You know, more, like I said, a gamer will be happy, but a weirdo. I don't, like I said, you guys got this doom and gloom when it comes to Microsoft. Oh, it's the Xbox division is doing bad. They're gonna sell the X. They're gonna spin it off. Like, knock it the fuck off. Like I told you, it's actually making money. Like I said, it's sold 27%, you know what I mean, growth, you know what I mean, as far as revenue. More people spending money on Xbox Live, which is always good. People spending money buying, you know, games digitally, first party game sales. Like, all that shit is a plus, you know, for the Xbox division. You know what I mean? So like I said, last year around this time, last year, the fourth quarter, Microsoft was only able to sell 1.1 million. So they up 300,000 consoles. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope shit. Like, Microsoft is, like, the Xbox division is doing fine. You know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. Then you got this holiday season, which is going to be huge for them. You got Halo, Fable, you know, Forza, Tomb Raider, and some new exclusive yet to be. You got a Rare Replay coming out this month. You got until next month. This one next month. You got the Gears of Wars coming out next month. Like, the Xbox division is doing fine. You know what I mean? And Microsoft is going to have a huge Christmas, but that's, like I said, you know, a huge holiday. Like I told you guys before. And I want you to think about this. You know what I mean? I'm not, and kudos to Sony for doing a great job. You know, for selling units. They're and they need the sales more than anybody. Like I said, they're hurting financially all over. Every part of them is bleeding money. But I want to say this. Now, in the month of May, the Xbox division, the Xbox lost to Sony by 13,000. Last month they lost by 67,000. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, when Microsoft last year around the holidays, and for the month of November alone, I think they outsold the PlayStation about 400,000. All together, last holiday season, I think the Xbox One outsold the PS4 about close to 800,000 units. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, Microsoft can gain a lot of ground this holiday, especially with Halo 5. They can gain a lot of ground. And I told you guys before, stop going by VG charts. VG charts is not official. Where they have the Halo, the Master Chief Collection, about 2 million, 3 million. It's sold over 5 fucking million. You know what I mean? According to Microsoft, you know what I mean? The Halo franchises alone sold over 65 million units. That's a lot of goddamn Halos. And you guys keep telling yourself that the Halo brand is dying off. Whatever makes you sleep at night, man. You know what I mean? The Master Chief Collection sold over 5 million units. But those, like I said, VG charts is not official. It's not official. Nowhere near official. Nowhere near. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, kudos to Microsoft. I know people can go by the title of the video. Well, Microsoft, they lost too. That has nothing to do with the Xbox division or what we're concerned about. So what? They lost $2 billion. 2.1. They spent that on Minecraft. You know what I mean? We talking about a company that's worth over $300 billion. You know what I mean? Just think about that. And some more than food for thought. The Xbox division, if not, it's worth more than Sony in the whole. Has more money than Sony in the whole. In the whole, you know what I mean? The whole, you know, the entertainment division was worth like $24 billion for Microsoft. Sony, I think, has like $17 billion in the bank. It was worth $17 billion. I'm sorry, I don't know what they have in cash. You know, man, it's going to be a lot less than $17 billion. But just think about that food for thought. When all you talking about Microsoft is going to spin off the Xbox division. Why? It's making money. They moving units. Now, if it was selling like the Wii U, then it's something to worry about. You know what I mean? But as long as it's outpacing its predecessor, which went on to sell over 90 million fucking units, what's wrong with that? The Xbox One is far outpacing the Xbox 360, and think about how successful the 360 was, or is. Was. I mean, people still buying it. Maybe the greatest console of all time. Hey, it could be in the mention, man. I'm saying though, 360 is a beast. But anyway, this is your boy NextGen 720. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Microsoft was able to sell 1.4 million units within a quarter. Good shit. And again, you think about that. That is, they sell these consoles to retail. Retail turns around and sells them to consumers. So when you don't come with that, oh, Sony sold this to 2.5 million to consumers. This and they, no. NPD comes out once a month. Now, if you want to be, sit down and add every NPD numbers up for, then fine. And that's more or less, and that is not a sweet science. Because even last generation, I don't believe Walmart participated in NPDs. That's where you have, give or take the gross margin, they didn't even participate in NPDs. And they sell more of anything than anybody. I think after Walmart is Amazon or something, but yeah, but they don't. I don't know about this generation. I know last generation they didn't participate in NPDs whatsoever. Whatsoever. And I keep telling you, VG charts is not official. They're not. Stop going by that VG. Microsoft only. No, you still think like Microsoft was only at 13 million and this didn't. Like, come on, stop it. If they're barely beating the Xbox One here in North America, let me tell you something. North America is the biggest consumers of anything. Microsoft has never had sold in Japan. It's always been second place to Sony in Europe. You understand what I'm saying? That hasn't changed. So like I said, don't you keep thinking that the PS4's got this massive lead on the Xbox. I'm telling you that they don't. They may be down by less than 500,000 here in the States. That's what I said. Come this holiday season, Microsoft can be, the Xbox One can be the number one next generation console here in North America. Don't be surprised by that. But anyway, this is your boy NextGen 720. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Kudos to Microsoft and Phil Spencer in the Xbox division and being able to sell 1.4 million units for the month. For the quarter four. And we still got the holiday season. Oh man, as you always say, bang, bang. It's in your hands. Gundam style.